Hi, so I chose to analyze these stage play trifles, and the first thing that stood out to me was how the women were pretty much ignored the entire time. And that's exactly what feminist criticism looks at, how women's voices and experiences are usually pushed to the side. The guys in the play just made fun of what the women were doing. They literally laughed about them worrying over a quilt. And to me, the crazy part is the women who actually figured out what happened. The women actually figured out what happened just by paying attention to the little things. It's honestly kind of sad how used to being dismissed they are, but they still pick up everything. One article I read when looking at this play talked about how the women's friendship and understanding of each other helped them to see the truth. Another article that I read said that their observations were actually way more accurate than what the men seemed to notice, which honestly does make sense. So the play expresses the idea that women might be quiet, but they're not clueless, and they just know how to read between the lines because they have to. From a psychological point of view, I feel like Miss Wright was just totally broken down over time. You don't just like wake up one day and snap like the way she did. She had to have been carrying all this pain and isolation for probably years. The dead bird is what hit me the most because it seemed like that was the last bit of happiness she had. And when that was gone, she probably just couldn't take it anymore. Her house was super quiet and empty, and even the way the kitchen looked really just said a lot. One article that I read said the house felt like a prison and it mirrored how trapped she felt emotionally. Another one mentioned how the bird kind of symbolized her, and when her husband killed it, it was just like he killed the last part of her that felt alive. So using psychoanalytic criticism really helps to understand how deep her pain truly was and how it built up until she finally just broke.